Hello and welcome back to Gurukul Online Learning. Hope everybody is doing well. So this lesson is going to add up to your collection of Taans. You already have two. So one, you have Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Da Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. The second, Ga Ma Da Ni Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa Ni. And the third is what we are going to do today. And before we start, why are we collecting Taans? So one of these lessons I'm going to explain of an ideal sitar performance. What happens, what doesn't happen, why it happens, the entire design. So at this stage, our goal or our milestone is to play with the tabla, which we're also going to explain in one of these lessons. So your idea is to play a manthilai composition, which is a medium tempo composition. We're also going to learn a composition. But a composition is mainly a body, and that body is set for the artist or the musician to compose different things to ultimately present music on stage or anywhere that you want. So what do we play in these compositions? We play Taans or triplets. I'm sure a lot of you already know what triplets are. They're basically fast-moving melodic structures that have a specific count and they have a specific purpose. So Taans can be used as fillers, it can be used as expressions and a lot of stuff that we are going to go, and I don't want to mean to confuse you, not right now at least. So we are going to collect these Taans so we have something to play and learn when we finally get to the bandage. One such Taan is, I'm going to show you a short Taan, and all of these are 8 beats. So before I show you the Taan, it's also a good idea, I think, is to show you how to count these things. So if we have a tempo, so for example, da din din na, da din din na, na. So what's your tempo? 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So tick 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 tick. That's going to be your tempo. Your triplet is always going to be double that. So for example, if your tempo is tick, 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 so your triplet is going to be double the speed, which is tick, 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 tick. That's something for you to learn at this moment. Also how to count. So if you have the tempo tick, 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 so every little tick on your metronome or your tabla or whatever the percussion that is going to be played with you is going to have a beat cycle. So every tick is 1 beat. Likewise, when you have tick, 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 if that's your tempo, so Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. So that's going to be an 8 beat cycle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. 8. So we are going to learn all of the Taans that we are learning right now, all are going to add up to 8 beats. Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4. So it's something like that. So the only Taan that we are going to learn today, if I sing it, it's Pa Ma Ga Re Ga Ma Da Ni Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. Just as big as Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa, or Ga Ma Da Ni Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa Ni. Just like that. Pa Ma Ga Re Ga Ma Da Ni Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. There are 2 ways of playing it. 1, you could always practice it on the frets. 2, you could always use the 2 parda mir or the gamak technique that we had last class. So if I'm going to play it slow on fret, so it's going to be. But it's always a better idea to play it on mir. So 2 parda mir here, Ga Ma Pa. How do you practice such a Taan? What you do is you keep on doing it, give yourself 20 times or 30 times at a speed that is comfortable for you, no challenges given to oneself. The idea is every time there are going to be mistakes, maybe here, maybe the shifting is going to be troublesome. But what we have to do is we are going to have to dissect it into 2 or more parts and knock down each part one by one. That is the best way to practice. Having that said, what we are going to do is we are going to keep on doing it, and we are going to slowly identify what places are weak. And every time we are going to play a cycle, we're going to train our mind to troubleshoot that specific point where the trouble is. So I'm guessing the first thing that is going to trouble you is holding these 2 fingers at separate, because this place is pretty it's pretty further away, these 2 places and this place too. So the first thing that you have to do is make sure every time the finger, the string is going to fall on these 2 lines. That's first. Second thing that you need to do is you're going to have to make sure that every time you pull, it's pa that you're hitting and not dha or ma, or certainly not a distuned pa or any note for that matter. So you figure out where pa is first. Make sure you keep on doing this and make sure you're hitting pa every time. And then pa, ma is a very critical note to hit. Just make sure that pa and ma have a very small difference, a very, very small difference. That is, sometimes it's gonna, at least initially, it's gonna not make sense that why the distance is so less. But keeping that aside, just make sure that you just let go. Once you find pa, you just let go just a bit, just a pinch, and you're gonna achieve tibra ma. And then you let your fingers go, because if you let it go, it's gonna come back to ga. So ga. Likewise, sani dha. It has the same theory. You pull a lot from dha to ni, you get ni right, and then sa. And when you come back, you just have to let just a bit. You let it go just a bit, and dhani sa is there. So. For 20 or 30 times every single day. You add this to your practice and it's gonna eventually be there. What are we looking for? The minimum speed that we are gonna have to achieve to play the composition is gonna be, should be something like. So that's it for today. See you next class. Take care. Bye bye.